Hey, what's going on YouTube? Rmmo25 here, bringing you another game on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, and this time I have a very interesting game. Yeah, you will see that. I'm playing Shiftry Miltank and my opponent DontPokeMeMan. I love your nickname. We'll be playing Blastoise. The interesting thing about this match is if my opponent gets one kill view and I'm not able to get Shiftries going on turn after turn after turn, he has a pretty good game, pretty good match, and a very easy one. On the other hand, if he's not careful enough, I just need one Shiftry, one Steeler Bengal, and 3 Pokemon on both sides of the field, well, on both benches, in order to knock his Keldios out. So he has to be careful about that. Well, without any further ado, let's go and check the battle. By the way, my opponent did take a lot of time deciding what he was trying to do. He goes for the coin flip, he flips right, so he's going to go to decide who goes first. And if you're playing Blastoise, obviously you want to go first. Yep, there we have a Squirtle, and right here my opponent looks like he was AFK for a while, a minute or two. No, it has to be less than a minute because I did not get the warning message that my opponent was still for a very long time. Anyway, decent start for me. I have no idea what my opponent will do. Let's see. Come on, DontPokeMeMan, do something. Oops. And yeah, at first I thought that he was going to lose some time, but no, finally he decides to play that Skyla. And he goes for Ultra Ball. After seeing that Ultra Ball, I'm thinking maybe he really does not have another Pokemon in his hand, and maybe that's obvious, and because he only mentioned one Squirtle, and no, I cannot knock him out turn 1. I have nothing that will be able to hit 60 turn 1, but he's scared of my Miltank for no particular reason. He goes for Keldeo, and that's good because now I can do something. I really don't like my top deck, really. I have to go for Professor Juniper, and that's an awful hand. Don't like it. Anyway, I will have to pass, that's not good, and if my opponent is able to get one Blastoise right here, pretty much I'm screwed. That's it, I lost. But let's see what he does. On my opponent's first turns, he was really not doing much. Well, he was playing a little slow. Right here he goes for that Black Rmmo25's. I really don't understand that play. Maybe he does not have the rare candy, and he wanted to attach that Lightning Energy. I think that it was much better for him to attach that into Keldeo. That way he could do something with this Keldeo. That Colress was bad. But you will have to agree with me, I could not play that Professor Juniper. I had the Juniper away one Colress and another Juniper and stuff. No, that's not good. That's not good. So I have to deal with this awful hand, which is even worse. Anyway, right here we see a Professor's Letter going for 2 Water Energy. Which makes me think that my opponent will be able to get that Blastoise this turn. And here we see a Jirachi. That is really not very common nowadays on Blastoise, and to be honest, I really don't like Jirachi in Blastoise, especially because nowadays we have Lysander, and Jirachi pretty much becomes way too easy prices. You really don't want to do that. Anyway, my opponent will go for that Heavy Ball, and he goes for that Rare Candy with this Skyla, which means he has that Blastoise this turn, and lucky for me, he really does not have the energy that he needs in order to knock out this Miltank, which it's a relief because I'm alive! I'm alive, and I'm hating that Colress. You have no idea how much I hated that Colress. Here we see one energy coming down into that Keldeo. He discarded an N. You're an evil guy. Evil guy. You should have. And right there. Oh my god, dang it. Why did he top deck that Juniper? Why? So right here we see double deluge into this Keldeo and my Miltank is gone. No, Miltank. You did nothing, Miltank. Yeah, you did nothing. You feel alright, and pretty much I need to draw a supporter if I want to do something. Right here I top deck Virizion EX. Don't like that, really don't like that, because that gives my opponent the chance to take two prizes at the same time, and that is the strength of Blastoise. You can take fast prizes using Black Ballista, and I don't want that. But at the moment I thought that it was much better for me to attach that energy into Virizion, doing lots of damage into this Keldeo and get energy into my side of the field. I finally get a Professor Juniper and I get nothing. Not looking good. This Keldeo will not be going down, which is a bummer. I really wanted this thing to go down right here. But thankfully I got to draw that N, and if my opponent decides to knock out my Virizion EX with his Blood Kyurem, which is pretty much what he's going to do right here, he will be left out with no energy on his side of the field, one almost dead Keldeo, and that's really not good for him, because if I end him down to 2 and he's not able to respond to that, he will have a very tough time. Because he's a very nice guy to me. Look at that, he benched 4 Pokemon, which means my Shiftry, if I ever get one, will be dealing... Look at that, now I will be dealing 100 damage for free, just because my opponent is way too kind to me. And I like it. That's good. And right here I'm going to attach that Silver Bengal. I don't want to attach that, and I didn't want to lose more energy than I already have. Right here, pretty much I will have to get rid of this Mr. Mime and that Shiftry, and my plan was going for Nuzleaf. My original plan was going for Nuzleaf, but for some reason I was called out and I saw the Shiftry when I turned my head back to my computer, and I got the Shiftry. Yeah. So now I'm forced to go for that Call for Family, because I really want to have a Miltank, and I'm able to go for Call for Family, which is good. And sometime, someday, I hope that I will be able to take a prize or two. This is really depressing. really depressing. But that end was good, I think. Looks like, well, if you check my opponent's discard pile, he has already used a lot of stuff, a lot of supporters, and he must be running out of steam. I know, he only needs one, what's it called, Superior Energy Retrieval right here in order to win, but if he does not get it, pretty much I will have the upper hand right here. My opponent does a very questionable play. I don't know why he's telling me, here, take these 2 easy prizes, love them, take them, they are yours. There was really no reason to do that. And as you can see, there is a Nuzleaf. Finally, the freaking Nuzleaf that I should have had my last turn, and I will have to evolve this active Seedot into Shiftry just because I want and because I need that. And to be honest, looks like my opponent will not be playing any kind of tools, so I will get rid of that tool scrapper, 1 DCE, and I will get 4 grass energy from my discard pile, and yay, I'm finally able to use Shiftry's ability, which is Leaf Power, I think? Don't remember. Anyway, right here I will play that Super Rod because I need that Shiftry, I need a Miltank, and most likely I will go for another Seedot in order to get another Shiftry, because if I'm going to win this game, I need Shiftrys to do something. Did not draw anything good. And oh, look at that, I like that kind of damage. I love huge damage. That's good. So that's one Keldeo dead, that's good. He needs to promote something that will not give up too many prizes, that will be the Squirtle, and he needs to get rid of things on his bench. And I really don't understand, why will you bench another Pokemon? Now I have enough to knock out even Black Rmmo25's if I'm able to draw Lysander. Yeah, if I draw Lysander, you will not appreciate that. Anyway, that's not a Lysander, that's a bummer, I don't like that. And right here I'm going to get rid of one N and one Grass Energy because I still have one, what is that, this thing called, Superior Energy Retrieval. I don't want to play that N, obviously, and I will go for another setup. Looks like Miltank will really not be doing anything the rest of the game, so I hope that I can get that Lysander, and I do. Too bad I attach Grass Energy into Miltank, so no, I cannot get rid of that Black Rmmo25's. So I decide to take 2 prizes in the name of that Keldeo because they are easy prizes, and no, I don't have the muscle line in order to knock out that Jirachi. And finally we are even, I cannot believe this, we are even. This is really sad. Anyway, he's forced to promote again that Squirtle because that is the only thing that will not give me the game. But at this moment, with him not having Keldeo, pretty much the game will be mine because this Squirtle cannot knock out my Miltank, and he really does not have much. He goes down for another Squirtle, and look at that again, 20 easy damage for me. I don't know why he's doing that, that's bad. That's really bad. Anyway, I will get another Shiftry just because I can and I want to. Look at my little army of Shiftry, and now Squirtle, you're dead. You're so freaking dead. I will play down that Superior Energy Retrieval just because, again, I can do that and I really need those energies back. There's really no reason for me except for using Leaf Draw, to be honest. Because pretty much we only need to take 2 prizes each, so yeah, that's good. I was expecting to draw into my dowsing machine, to be honest, in order to retreat, play Lysander and do something, you know, all that good stuff. But looks like my dowsing machine is priced, so sad. I cannot take the game this turn. But after this, because my opponent was kind enough to bench that another Squirtle, I don't even need Lysander anymore because everything that he promotes will be knocked out in one hit with either of my Shiftry or Shiftry, I don't know how you pronounce that. So yeah, one Cold Race took away my game, one N gave me the game back. That's funny, that's really funny. And my opponent was really nice, he wanted to get hit like a truck. Good. Anyway guys, that was a game, interesting game. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. This was supposed to be released last night, but since everyone at my home, well, my parents and my brother went to sleep way too early, I could not record. So here's the game. It will be around the day sometime. And we will have a deck profile that I've been not doing for such a long time, which will be Pyro Archeops. Yeah, we will have that finally. Also, later today you will see another game with Shiftry Miltank, and this time we'll be facing Charizard. Good. So with that in mind, I will see you all next time.